Think your current endpoint security solutions can stay ahead of today's threats? Think your company's digital assets are protected by your current endpoint security solutions? Think again.
Trend Micro discovers 13 new and unique threats every single minute. In an hour, that's over 800. In the time it takes for you to watch this video, there would have been over 50 new threats identified.
Independent research has shown that for an enterprise organization with 5,000 employees, on any given year, 2/3 of their endpoint devices get infected by malicious software. This translates into real costs for an enterprise.
The bad guys are winning the game. They clearly have analyzed what the security industry is doing, and they figured out how to fool us by just creating an unbelievable amount of malware every day.
As the number of threats grow, pattern files are getting larger and larger, and they have to be deployed more often to ensure that endpoints are protected from the latest threats.
We need to move away from the traditional thinking, from the traditional methodology that all the work is done on the endpoint. We have to move to a cloud client concept. What is new for Trend Micro, and I would say new for the industry, is doing file reputation in the cloud. When the endpoint sees a new file, the endpoint is requesting the reputation of the file from this scan server. And based on the feedback, access to the file is granted or denied. And this is working everywhere. That's the beauty of it.
So if those endpoints are in the office, then they're protected by the local scan server. That local scan server can host those pattern files for that endpoint. That local scan server can receive rapid updates from Trend Micro as much as possible in order to keep those endpoints protected.
So we don't need to update every individual endpoint. This is not needed anymore. No matter where the user is, he has immediate protection.
With Trend Micro file reputation technology, we remove the burden of managing pattern files and pattern file updates from the administrators. And in addition, we remove the pattern files from the endpoints, and we free up those endpoints to do what they were meant to do.
This cloud client architecture is groundbreaking. It reduces the burden on the endpoint. It gives freedom to the enterprises because it doesn't overload the clients anymore.
Trend Micro Endpoint Security, powered by our Smart Protection Network, closes your window of vulnerability. You no longer need to wait for pattern files to be deployed to every endpoint device throughout your enterprise. You're immediately protected. Trend Micro Endpoint Security, immediate protection, less complexity.